Chapter 6. "You will not go with Magua," shouted Duncan. Alice was quiet for some time, but then she shouted too. "Don't go with Magua, we're ready to die." "Then die," shouted Magua. He threw his tomahawk, and it cut off some of Alice's yellow hair, but it stopped in the tree above her head. The one of the Indians wanted to scalp Alice, but Duncan jumped on him and they began to fight. The Indian was on top of Duncan, and his tomahawk was ready to scalp Duncan. Suddenly they heard a loud sound of gun. The Indian's eyes opened widely and he fell dead next to Duncan. Uncas, Chingachgook, and Hawkeye ran out from the trees and attacked the Hurons. They fought hard and killed 5 men with their knives and tomahawks. Uncas fought with Magua and cut him with his knife. Magua fell. "He's dead," said Hawkeye, but Magua jumped up and ran into the woods. "Let him go," said Hawkeye. "He's not dangerous now." "You saved us," cried out the girls. "Thank you, oh, thank you." Uncas and Duncan looked at the sisters and felt happy. "But how did you find us?" Duncan asked them. "We didn't go a long way down the river. We couldn't leave you, so we watched from across the river." "Did you see everything?" asked Duncan. "No, but we heard. Now we have to go north. We have to find Fort William Henry. Come on, it's dangerous here. More Hurons may come." All 6 of them walked quickly through the woods. Everybody was tired, but they climbed to the top of the mountain and looked down. From there they saw Fort William Henry, and across the river were Montcalm's men, about 10,000 of them. "Let's go the farther," said Cora. "You aren't afraid to die?" asked Hawkeye. "The French and the Hurons may kill us." They went down the mountain. The weather was very bad and they couldn't see much. At the bottom of the mountain they stopped. Hawkeye and the Mohicans left the woods and looked around. They came back soon. "We can't walk through them," said Hawkeye. "Can we walk around them?" asked Duncan. "I think we can." "Let's try," answered Hawkeye. Suddenly somebody called them out in French. "Who's there? Stop!" And the guns fired at them. Hawkeye and Uncas fired back and the French shot again. Cora and Elise ran to the fort. The French ran after them. Then suddenly they heard a command in English. "Wait!" It was Colonel Monroe. "Father, father, that's we!" shouted Alice. "Save your daughters!" They rushed to him. The old colonel put his arms around them and cried.